Hi, my name is Orlando Rivero, and my presentation is on Catch Your Breath UCF. During the spring and summer of 2012, the University of Central Florida began posting signs like this in order to promote a smoke-free campus starting this fall. The posting of this banner around campus brings up a rhetorical situation where there are more than meets the eye as far as what the banner wants to portray as its message and what the true purpose of the banner really is. According to Purdue OWL, rhetoric is using language effectively to persuade, inform, educate, or entertain. A rhetorical situation is the circumstances in which you communicate. As stated by Bitzer and later explained by Carroll, a rhetorical situation contains an exigence, a purpose, an audience, and constraints, all of which are present in this banner. My thesis is that this banner is not effective for solving its exigence. People still smoke around campus. Case in point, this picture. This was taken outside of my dorm. People are still smoking on campus. In order for the University of Central Florida to promote and enforce a smoke-free environment, they will have to use more drastic measures since this passive attempt to make UCF a smoke-free campus is obviously not working. An exigence, according to Bitzer, is an imperfection marked by urgency. It is a defect, an obstacle, something waiting to be done, a thing which is other than it should be. The exigence of this banner is that the number of deaths of both smokers and secondhand smokers have risen and continue to rise. According to the CDC, each year 443,000 people die from tobacco use. A purpose as defined by Carroll is why an author writes something. There are 4 purposes for this banner, some very easy to identify while others are not. The purposes of this banner is to improve the health and well-being of the students and staff of the University of Central Florida, to set an example for other universities around the nation, to increase student enrollment on campus, and to become eligible for more funding and awards given by anti-smoking foundations and agencies. With UCF being a smoke-free campus, the health and well-being of its students and staff will surely increase. Some of the many benefits of not smoking are reduced risks in gaining high blood pressure and heart disease. Since UCF has the second largest student body in the nation, this puts UCF at the forefront of the campaign for anti-smoking. Catch Your Breath UCF, in time, will set an example for other universities around the nation to follow in the footsteps of the University of Central Florida. Having UCF as a smoke-free campus will help bring more students on campus. The university will be able to provide a cleaner outdoor breathing environment, which is crucial to the health of the students, especially those suffering from allergies or respiratory disorders. Lastly, UCF will now be eligible to receive more funding and awards from other anti-smoking foundations and agencies like the CDC. That means that UCF will have greater access to other forms of tactics as far as to promoting a smoke-free environment thanks to their new support of other agencies and foundations. According to Bitzer, an audience of a rhetorical situation consists of only those persons who are capable of being influenced by discourse and of being mediators of change. In this situation, there are 2 audiences: the primary, the students and staff, and the secondary, other universities and anti-smoking groups. Carroll defines constraints as limits in the ways discourse is delivered or communicated. The constraints with the banner are that the banner is on a campus filled with international students. Some may not be able to read the sign and therefore not understand the meaning of the banner. Another constraint to the banner is that online students may not be aware of the smoke-free campus campaign, since they probably aren't going to be on campus during their studies. As far as the analysis of the actual concrete text, we will be answering 3 questions. What does the banner really say? Why was it written in all caps? And what strategies were used to convey the message of the banner? So what does the banner really say? To start off, the banner has 3 main phrases: Catch Your Breath UCF, Smoke-Free Campus, and Fall 2012. Catch Your Breath UCF has a pretty straightforward meaning. It is telling its intended audience, the students and faculty, to stop breathing in smoke, to take a breath, and to breathe in 100% clean, smoke-free air. The phrase smoke-free campus tells its audience that there will be no smoking on campus whatsoever. This phrase should not be misunderstood as a ban to smoking by UCF students and staff. The phrase is only saying that students and staff should refrain from smoking while on UCF property. Lastly, the phrase Fall 2012 only gives a time period when the policy should begin to be enforced. It does not necessarily give an exact date on when the policy will begin to take place. Why was it written in all caps? It was written in all caps in order to grab your attention. Notice how you were able to notice exactly what the banner wanted you to do, to help make UCF smoke-free. Compare that to the attention given to the website written in complete lowercase and the mention of the funding provided by the CDC to produce the banner. What strategies were used to convey the message of the banner? UCF was able to use both ethos and pathos when conveying their message. Ethos, as defined by Purdue OWL, is more or less authority and credibility, and pathos, as defined by Purdue OWL as well, is defined more or less as emotion when conveying messages. The banner uses ethos since UCF is in charge of the policies enforced on campus. They subtly use force with their banner as far as how the policy should be abided since the entire banner is in all caps. Pathos is also used since the banner conveys a message that a smoke-free campus will bring a serene, clean, and welcoming environment to everyone. Logos is also used in the banner. The only problem is that it is used in an elementary fashion. Logos, as defined by Purdue OWL, is logic. The only form of logos used in the banner is the fact that UCF will be smoke-free starting the fall of 2012.